2009 has been quite a year for Endeavor and our entrepreneurs. We now support over 448 high-impact entrepreneurs from 292 companies. Together, they've created 100,000 jobs, and last year alone, our entrepreneurs generated $3 billion. 2009 was also the year of the new. New. We've just created a research arm to deepen our own impact measurement, as well as study economic development in emerging markets more broadly. We're calling it Endeavor's Center for High Impact Entrepreneurship, or in its acronym form, CHI. New. Next month in Patagonia, we will launch a mentor capital program. Top US investors will travel or beam in through telepresence to educate young entrepreneurs on raising capital. New. We're building EndeavorNet, a cutting-edge social network where entrepreneurs and global mentors will connect virtually. New. We opened our first US office outside of New York in San Francisco. New. We held our first international selection panel in Jordan, and in March, we will inaugurate Endeavor Egypt. New. Our scoping teams are now at work in Kenya, the Philippines, Vietnam, Indonesia, Lebanon, Morocco, and Peru. New. We're working closely with the Obama White House and State Department to implement a major global entrepreneurship program in the Middle East. But the new initiative that caused me to reflect most this year wasn't one of our own. A few months ago, I attended a meeting of the World Economic Forum's Young Global Leaders. The forum was announcing its new initiative, the Global Redesign Initiative. The initiative is based on the premise that many of our global institutions, from financial structures to international policy organizations, just aren't working anymore. As the meeting was ending, I approached the forum's chairman, Klaus Schwab. Klaus, I said, I love that you're thinking big, and I admire the spirit of this initiative. But, Linda, he said knowingly, what's the matter? Well, I said, do you really think that what the world needs now is a global redesign? Continue, he said. I think if you polled the young global leaders, we would say, we don't need more structures, we need more entrepreneurs. We don't need institutions, we need innovation. Ah, that's what I'm expecting all of you to contribute, Klaus said, motioning to the room. Klaus was right. He reminded me of what I often tell my 4-year-old daughters. I don't like dilemmas, I like solutions. And I thought about what my generation might be called on to do at this moment in the world. We may not be the greatest generation, but we are the innovation generation. This exchange has helped me think of Endeavor in a new light. We don't just identify and support high-impact entrepreneurs in emerging markets. We harness the energy, the oxygen, and the lifeblood of generation innovation. And we pump these elements throughout the world. Endeavor is the heart of generation innovation. Just look around this room. Tonight, we are joined by founders of many of the world's leading social networks, LinkedIn, Facebook, Gilt, Flickr, among others. Leaders from Wall Street's banking, private equity, and hedge fund communities. Endeavor board members and advisors representing the best of nearly every industry in 11 countries. Endeavor staff members who work with the zeal of missionaries, but as efficiently as their private sector peers. And the trailblazers that get our blood pumping, the Endeavor entrepreneurs. 24 of these inspiring individuals are here tonight. Their profiles can be found at your seat. And I'd now like all the Endeavor entrepreneurs to please stand so that we can all cheer you on. Thank you. As you all know, 2009 was a challenging year for many philanthropies. For this gala, we were fortunate to have an outstanding and active honoree in Jonathan Nelson. In fact, last night, Jonathan graciously hosted our Endeavor entrepreneurs at yet another dinner. We also benefited from a relentlessly optimistic team led by gala coordinator Becca Plofker and the maestro of our office, Sorabel Holguin. I'm pleased to report that tonight, all of you helped Endeavor raise more than $1.8 million. And in the cocktail area downstairs and in the foyer, we actually witnessed generation innovation at work, because the exquisite vases were donated by Endeavor Turkey's newest entrepreneurs behind Hiref, and flown specially from Istanbul via Aramex, the overnight delivery company founded by Endeavor Jordan board member Fadi Gandor. Endeavor is blessed with fantastic global board members, occasionally tough and demanding, but always passionate and committed. I'm deeply grateful to all of them and to the Endeavor boards worldwide. No one is more passionate than our board chair, Edgar Bronfman Jr. In the past 3 weeks, I have seen Edgar at Endeavor events in 3 scattered locations: the Dead Sea in Jordan, Silicon Valley, and here in New York. All this after he and Clarissa moved their family to London 8 weeks ago. Edgar, I'm so proud of what we've built together and what we're continuing to build together at Endeavor, but I'm even prouder to know you as a person. Bruce and I could not have made it through 2009 without you, and there is no one I know in the world with a bigger heart. In my personal life, 2009 reminded me of the power of being alive in this generation of innovation. 18 months ago, my husband, Bruce Feiler, was diagnosed with aggressive bone cancer. Today, Bruce is the proud owner of a sci-fi titanium femur reinforced by his own fibula. He's one of 2 people in the world to enjoy this medical breakthrough: Bruce and the special teams coach of the New York Jets. My new $6 million man, $1 million man, just launched a 25-city tour for America's Prophet, his book about how Moses is America's real founding father. And he's also written another book detailing his experience and life lessons for our daughters. It will be published next spring and is called The Council of Dads. But it wasn't just technological innovation that got us through this difficult year. It was also community. And on behalf of Bruce and our family, I'd like to say a heartfelt thank you to the people in this room. Over the last 18 months, you gave us sustenance through an online casserole club. You did things large and small for our daughters, Tybee and Eden. You prayed for us in many faiths and languages, and you all became our heart. What I've learned from 12 years of supporting high-impact entrepreneurs in emerging markets is that innovation is no longer concentrated in hubs like Silicon Valley. Good ideas have no boundaries, and innovation and entrepreneurship are now distributed across the globe. I'm proud that Endeavor has played a role in catalyzing that distribution, but our work is far from finished. The entrepreneurial spirit needs constant circulation and replenishment. Innovation is not possible without new ideas and new blood. So I ask you tonight to join us. Join us and feel the pulse of generation innovation. Join us and tap into the energy of high-impact entrepreneurship as it extends to all corners of the globe. Join us and join your heart to ours.